Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanja Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim. Yatkripatamo mande. Shri Guru Andinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. Hare Krishna. Everyone is doing well. I'm sorry, a little late. You're all doing well.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, we were discussing it, just I'll take only recap. So, person who is on the stage of bhava, he would not waste, we saw this, he would not waste a second time, no prajalpa, nothing. Always focused on performing bhakti. Is Kshanti, means tolerance, very perseverant. Even though there are so many problems, he will remain cool and he'll continue bhakti. And virakti, virakti means not interested in wasting time and the material pursuits. No Zoom call, no no Facebook, no, whenever there is a time, disconnected, not wasting time on newspapers. Prabhupada mentioned this for ISKCON beginners, but I am telling you, bhava means in the bhava stage, they are so detached from any material attraction. If you all agree, I'll take 1 minute to speak on this virakti. Only 1 minute because we started long ago anyway. Hey, look, material world means once my body becomes ashes, vayur anilam amritam yatedham basvantam sariram. I, as a spirit soul, I have nothing to do with this world. Which political party is ruling America or India, I don't care. That's going to happen sometime. So my focus is only Krishna. You're all listening or not? Right? So
Yes.
it's very important. I don't care. It's going to happen for me sometime. Actually, now I heard, actually Sachinanda Maharaj says, some Prabhupada disciples, when they left the world the last year, Krishna has awarded that type of consciousness to them. ये दुनिया से मेरे को कुछ लेना देना नहीं है, I don't have anything to do with this material world. They are so, of course, they are fully Krishna conscious. When you are fully Krishna conscious, naturally you are fully free from Maya consciousness. You are totally uh, free from Maya. Manasunyata, no false pride. Prabhupada actually, last days, Prabhupada, I'm not telling about, Prabhupada is a Siddha Bhakta, Siddha. But he asked forgiveness from everyone. So he told the story of Lala Babu and King Bhagirath. Then Asha Bandha, Rupa Goswami prayer we mentioned. Asha Bandha means Krishna will definitely bestow mercy. Actually, if this hope is not there, we cannot perform bhakti. We may be doing mistakes, but we cannot perform bhakti if this hope is not there. This is more so true with somebody who is on the bhava stage. Because Krishna is close to everyone. We know Krishna's mercy, we will receive that grace. So Rupa Goswami says, my Lord, what is that? I'm not doing great sadhana. I'm not doing great austerities. I don't have any love for you. But still, I'll have somehow or other. I feel I have your grace, and I'll you, because you're Bhaktavatsal, because you're Deenavatsal, you're savior of the fallen. This hope that you will bestow this mercy, your mercy on me. Somehow I'm able to retain it, but it is giving me pain because I'm not able to do proper sadhana. Samutkanta, eager to serve the Lord faithfully. What is that? You want to serve Krishna very faithfully. You're so fixed up. You're absorbed in serving, you're absorbed in serving Krishna, but you don't have any other thing other. You're Krishna conscious. Namagane sadaruchi. Not that I will when I only sing, I'll be enthusiastic. When others sing, I'm not. The moment you hear the holy name, Haribol, I'll do it. I was telling Shamkishar Prabhu, actually, this proper disciple is there. I don't know his name. His son is a disciple of Bhaktacharya Swami. This Prabhu, wherever he goes, he has a pair of kartals. Proper disciple. Very tall, actually, he's connected to Detroit initially, but he moved out. Wherever I would see him, the moment Kirtan starts, he must be 70 plus now. It takes his kartals and very spontaneously he joins. I mean, when I was reading Namagana Sadarichi, I forgot his name. Wow, fully absorbed. Namagana Sadarichi. Always attached to chanting. Always attached to kirtans. Always attached to the chanting the holy name, chanting the glories. This Maharaj actually nowadays is not visible.
Mahavishnu Maharaj.
Mahavishnu Maharaj is one, but Bhakti Vishnu Maharaj, wow, he would speak Krishna Katha hours. Krishna, he would, so much absorption. I mean, devotees, there is one proper disciple, Mahavishnu Maharaj. You have to see him to believe him. Somehow, our Michigan devotees have not seen him. First time, I was in New York. He has a bhava, a particular bhava of a cowboy. He wears a hat. This hat is filled with all the feathers. Actually, like a sinister getup, actually. And he's an accordion. and accordion is decorated. This accordion is decorated, and oh, a person who is absorbed in Krishna consciousness, I mean, Snamagana Sadaraji, Asakti guna kyane, and actually for this Asakti guna, eager to describe the qualities of Lord. The story is Bhakti Shramadha Maharaj. And Preetis Tadvasati Stale. Always I want to go and stay in Vrindavan. Always I want to go and stay in Vrindavan. Vrindavan, what is that? Wherever Krishna performed the pastimes, I would just go and stay and relish. This is the place where Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill. This is the place where Krishna, what is it? He pulled the motor. I don't know how many of you been see this. How many of you been to the place and how many of you have seen Krishna's grinding motor? This is a place. Actually, one time in Yatra, we went to this place on what is that? Which day Yashoda born Krishna with Diwali day. And Diwali day, we went there and we saw the place grinding motor. It was an amazing experience actually. We were all sitting there actually. And there's a Leela, one devotee was narrating the story. Pritistad vasatistale. This is what is called Krishna consciousness. Hirade Vrajadevi ke chalilate, he nanda suno kota, he govardhana kalpa padavatale, Kalindi. Kalindi? I forgot. Vamsi tat. So, where is Krishna? Where is Radharani? Hey Raja, Vrajadevi ke chalilate. Where is Lalita Sakhi? Where is Radharani? One time, what is name? Saraswati Thakur invited a group of reporters. So reporters came. Actually, they came to ask questions. What is this Krishna consciousness all about? You opened a center in Calcutta. I mean, it's a little detail. If you want, I'll share with you. I was shocked when I heard Yugal Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj told Saraswati Thakur. I mean, I don't know how you'll react actually. What is Bhakti Saraswati? What Babu? Kamala? Vimal Prasad. No, but what is initiated? Anyway, his name is Vimal Prasad, and what is initiated? Varshabhanu. Anyway, actually, Yugal Kishore Das Babaji would always say him Prabhu. Prabhu, never go to Calcutta. You heard that, right? Never ever go to Calcutta. That means never leave the holy place. This Mayapur is spiritual world. This is Guru's instruction. But he went or not? He stayed or not? Yeah. What is Saraswati Thakur answer for that? It's Guru Aparadha actually. He said, I never went to Calcutta. I never went to Calcutta. Preaching centers are the extension of Mayapur Yogpit. I just opened centers, preached, and so it means throughout his life, he went to these temples, preached, and came back to Mayapur. Not that he started Bhakti Rakshas and he went locally and preached home to home program. No, he didn't do that. Because my Guru said, I am there There I am going there only to preach. Only it may, centers are what? Centers are extensions of the spiritual world. This is Saraswati Thakur. Anyway, amazing, right? They said, reporters came and, yeah, what is this Krishna consciousness all about? See, this is India 100 years ago. I'm sure even reporters had that type of consciousness. Saraswati Thakur started talking about the spiritual world, Radharani, and he told about Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari. So when he started talking about Rupa Manjari, suddenly he became ecstatic, started crying, and he abruptly ended the this reporters conference by naturally tense, right? He started crying and he left the conference. Reporters were sitting there. As soon as he thought of Rupa Manjari, he's talking about Rupa Manjari, he remembered Rupa Manjari, Rupa Sakhi. And he left and he closed his doors. That is how the conference, this press meet ended. Saraswati Thakur became so ecstatic. 3 days, no food, no water, no evacuation, nothing. He stayed in his room for 3 days, crying. Everyone is listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, we are listening, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So he became ecstatic, so ecstatic. Gaur Govind Maharaj, one time he came to Mayapur 2 months, like a haunted ghost. People thought he became he was haunted by a ghost. He would like this one. He would not eat, look at you. So somebody thought it's a disease, but then they understood. This is like 2-3 years before he left the world. There was a time he went into the bhava stage. That is a bhava stage. This is after asakti and bhava. Now, this is what we discussed in the past. Neophyte / non-devotee is exhibiting the sense of bhava, ratiya bhasa, semblance. Is it possible? Or a sincere devotees also cannot attain. What to speak of non-devotees? So a sincere devotee cannot attain it. What to speak of non-devotees? So ratiya bhasa means reflection. Pratibimba and chaya. Pratibimba means what? Actually, same words are there for holy name also. Namavas. In Namavas also there is a Pratibimba Namavas and Chaya Namavas. Chaya means a shadow. Pratibimba means reflection. So in the Pratibimba, person has corrupt motive but intense practice. Corrupt motive means what? He wants to become one with God. Hare Krishna. He wants to become one with God. And his motive is wrong. And that is nonsense. But his practice is especially in the association of devotees. Actually, when you come in the association of pure devotees, you are influenced. Sriram Maharaj says, anybody who would come in the association of Srila Prabhupada, they were affected by the association of Srila Prabhupada. Mahabhagavad devotee, Uttamadhikari. She would come on the platform of Madhyamadhikari, still because being a Uttamadhikari, people would be influenced by Srila Prabhupada's preaching. That's the power. But in the case of Chaya Nama, Chaya Bhasa, You will come on the association of devotees. You'll come in the association of devotees. In the case of Chayavas, especially kirtans, Rathayatras, visiting of the holy dhams. When you see thousands of people, you become so much influenced by the environment. You will exhibit these qualities. Because you're simple, naturally you're affected by the environment. Like imagine 7,000 people, 5,000 people. If you go to Mayapur during Kartik, if you go to Mangalarti anytime in Mayapur, actually that way. Mayapur, Mangalarti, if you go, anyone would be affected by it. If you go to Vrindavan, you will be affected during Kartik. If you go to Vrindavan, wow. I mean, honestly speaking, one time I was doing Govardhan Parikrama. This lady, she has tulsi on her head. This is really great. I really appreciate Indians. India is India at the end of the day. This lady, she has tulsi on her head, and she did not even care that tulsi. Her focus is so much with kartals, like a steady uniform walk, singing. That's how she is completing her 21 kilometer. In our case, it's like, oh, I will fall down. Like, no, that vision was there in my mind for a very long time. I said, what is this? What is her focus? She was only one lady, no fear, and she was going around Govardhan Parikrama. She's just doing it, singing. She had pair of kartals. She had no fear this will fall down, One time, this like a couple of years ago, whenever I would chant, she would come to my mind. I mean, I don't remember, whether it's young or old, middle-aged, I don't remember anything. But what I remembered her, she was walking with the chanting of the holy name. Her absorption was amazing. So when we remember, when you're in that environment, you'll be affected by it. You'll be so affected by it. Basically, whether it is Chaya or Pratibimba, it is because of the devotee power. One time actually, if you go from India, from America to India, you don't get any sleep. 1 o'clock I was awake. I would stay in this Bhaktivinoda ashram meant for sannyas and brahmacharis, very near Govardhan. That's where I stayed practically every year. This first day of Kartik, there are 10 lakh people. 10 lakh people. Govardhan cannot host more than 5,000 people actually. Govardhan is such a small village. There, anytime you see, full. And first batch, 40, 50, 100 people. Krishna, and Krishna, the Hare Krishna mantra. And less than 1 minute means what? They're falling this is 100 with a gap of 30, 40 seconds. There is another batch, Kirtan, Hare Krishna Kirtan. And third batch, Radhe Radhe. Oh boy, I was so affected by it, At 1 o'clock in the midnight, 1 o'clock you see crowds, 2 o'clock you see crowds, 6 o'clock you see crowds. Oh, wow. I thought, oh, thank God, India is India end of the day. Even though, India is affected by technology, all the nonsense, but still that layer is still there. So the point is, Abhasa, when you are there, that's why people go to Vrindavan actually during Kartik. Why? I want to be, it's that name, that name and the dham. So everybody asks, how many rounds? 64. 128. Morning and evening Govardhan Parikrama. Amazing. Haribol. That's what it's called Urjavrata. Coming in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks actually. Yeah, 2 weeks. You know, so a non-devotee cannot exhibit. If and even if he's able to exhibit, it doesn't. I mean, it is because of the surroundings, and it doesn't stay for a long time. It's more or less true with devotees also. Purity of the mind is needed. One has to be very pure. Purity means purity of Krishna consciousness. How to convert Ratiya Bhas into genuine Bhava? By service to Guru. And first thing is we should not commit offenses. Second thing is, when we render service to Guru, then what happens? The mercy flows. To the extent you do offenses, to the extent you do offenses to the pure devotees, that much your bhava is curtailed. Even if you are, you have qualities leading to bhava. But if your offenses are very aggressive, if you're offending, your offenses are mild, your bhava is restricted to that much extent. Your offenses are serious. It is just a faint reflection of sun in a closed room. Because of the offenses. Means you have to patiently wait until the offenses go away. Offenses are removed by the grace of the Holy Name. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, can I tell you this? Some of you may be happy. If for some reason you offend devotees, you're unable to ask forgiveness, whatever. Or you didn't get chance, then you start repeating after years. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, continuous, constant chanting of the holy name. Not constant, chanting of the holy name. Who will chant constantly? It's not easy. So when you chant your holy name, take shelter of the holy name, that offense will be eventually removed. That offense will be eventually removed. Everyone is listening? You will be purified.
Narottam Das Thakur said in that one Vaishnava song that offense to holy name Paritran can be, but offense to a Vaishnava cannot be. Even holy name cannot remove.
Tamara aparadha, Pratisthana, Vishnu Chakravarti writes that. Eventual, prolonged, it will be removed. Tamasthane aparadhe, that verse, yeah. Prolonged. That's why I'm quoting Vishnu Chakravarti. Vishnu Chakravarti is there. But of course, Vaishnava Guru also cannot remove. Guru doesn't remove, cannot remove. A Guru tries to intervene, to such an extent, Guru may also, it may cause Guru fall down. Vaishnava is deadly. Worst offense is chanting, is wanting to be one with. If you want to become one with God, that is the worst offense actually. Totally curtailed. Anyway, that person will never attain Bhava stage actually. So, unexpected symptoms, those are genuine. What is that? 1 minute. So somebody is able to exhibit them without any prior prior qualification. It means they had in the previous life, they have the devotional credits. And what happened? Because of the offenses, they stopped. Once as offenses are removed, now it's coming out. Bilvangalas Thakur, what is it? Another example?
Okay.
In the like Bilamangal Thakur previous life, very advanced. Then this Chintamani, prostitute. But Bilamangal Thakur attained perfection. He attained that type of perfection, So, no, everyone has an opportunity to excel in bhakti, But one thing is true. To make progress, one has to have the association of a pure devotee. If a person on the Bhava platform has faults, no problem. Actually, one time Mahendra Prabhu's lecture is there. There are 3 Mahabhagavad devotees. I told this one time. Anyone remembers? 3 Mahabhagavad devotees. First one is a Siddha. He came here, Prabhupada. He is here, but his 2 legs are there. A person is here, he is there also. He is called Mahabhagat. Second one, after staying here due to sadhana, he becomes Siddha, sadhana Siddha. So Bhava, so finally attained, Prema, he became a Siddha Purusha. So one leg is here, one leg is there. What is happening there is watching, what is happening here is watching. That is also Siddha Purusha. Third Mahabhagavad devotee is on the planet, who has attained the taste for the holy name, or attained for the taste for the process. Mahendra Prabhu says, that person, he has still the, lingering impurities, because it's on rich platform. But very soon he'll attain the perfection. Not to speak of Bhava. So he is considered a Mahabhagavad devotee. Because he has attained taste for the holy name. Haribol. There may be faint impurities, that's okay. Like path marks on the moon. Like marks on the moon. That's okay. But because moon is giving the light, who cares whether there are marks on the moon? How should we see it? Disregard the faults. Very soon he or she will become perfect. Just example is there. Narsimha Puran says alienation cannot be checked by the path marks of the full moon. Because of the moon has marks, who cares? Moon is illuminating the whole world. Right? So this is about Bhava. Then Prema. Devotional says when Bhava, you excel in Bhava, you attain perfection in Bhava. What is the next door to Bhava? Prema. Next door to Bhava is Prema. When Ajay Prabhu, can you please mute Roji?
You can mute him, Prabhuji. You are the host.
I can mute him.
Muted, Prabhuji.
When that Bhava softens the heart completely, becomes endowed with a great feeling of possessiveness in relation to the Lord, becomes very much condensed and intensified. It's called Prema. Until Bhava stage, you think, Krishna owns you. But Prema stage, you own Krishna. Mamatvam. Mamatvati sayankita. What is Prema? Mamatvati sayankita. Krishna is mine. Krishna is mine. That It's called prema. The Krishna is mine. So up to that at bhava stage, it is a I belong to Krishna, but in prema, Krishna is mine. One time, one king defeated another South Indian king. And he had Sakshi Gopal deity. You know, so the king is lost. But you cannot, you can take everything. This king knows you can conquer Krishna only with bhakti. So he asked the defeated king, can you please, that Sakshi Gopal deity? This king said, now he's defeated, means you are at the, so he naturally that, the king who has won the war, he will dictate terms. Natural, right? So the king said, I don't own Krishna. Krishna owns me. So I cannot give you Krishna. But if he agrees, he can come with you. I'm okay. So when I read this, I thought, oh, he's on bhava stage, not on prema. So he thinks Krishna owns him. I don't own, or maybe he may be speaking like this not to lose Krishna. Then this king went to Sakshi Gopal and said, he intensely prayed, my lord, please come to my king. Same thing Krishna said. If you can take care of me, this conditions, I'll come. Yes, my lord. That's how he did. And that's how Krishna went from South India to Vidyanagar to that Puri, to 40 kilometers, 30, 40 kilometers from Puri. That's where he is right now. That's how he went. He moved. So Krishna was moved by his love. Krishna went and stayed. So the point.
Background story and all, deity comes like this, he comes.
Not that, no, I don't remember now. Not that he walks, no, not like that. I think, they must have carried him on a chariot. But the only condition Krishna kept was, you have to offer me every day. No, I think the king prayed intensely. Let me tell you, this king is a descendant of, Maharaj Prataprudra. Maharaj Prataprudra and, what is his father's name? Purushottam Dev, they're all pure devotees. Because of that lineage, that too, these guys are rulers of Puri. Jainism is there. That's how Krishna came. Not like walking. No. So,
ప్రభుజీ మరి ప్రేమ భావ అంటే ఇప్పుడు రాసా డాన్స్ లో ఇప్పుడు గోపీస్ కృష్ణుడు నాతో ఉన్నారు అని అనుకుంటే అప్పుడు డిజపీర్ అయ్యారు కదా ప్రభుజీ. ఎలా ప్రభుజీ ఎలా అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవాలి అది అక్కడ ఇక్కడ?
ఇప్పుడు దేర్ అక్కడ భాగవతం says they became little proud. If you think Krishna, you own Krishna, that is prema. And in the previous stage, mamatva, prema means mamatva. I own Krishna. Krishna is mine. So gopis thought, Krishna is only with me. And they became proud. When you became proud, Krishna doesn't stay with you. That thing should not be there. Actually, honestly speaking, we say you can be proud. It's impossible not to be proud of anything. So we say in the beginning, what do we say? Hey, I'm proud. I'm a devotee of Krishna. You can be like that. But on the prema level, that should be there. That should not be there too. So what happened? Gopis thought Krishna is only with me, is not with anybody. That only with me made them proud. And then Krishna disappeared. This is true with the, anyway, Krishna disappeared there also. Ardham,
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
so, so they actually know what is that. Earlier I said in highly possessive ownership of Krishna. Today versus mamatva. Mamatva. Krishna is mine. Krishna is mine. Your heart becomes completely soft. Means the race of love, there is no, what is that? There is no barrier. You're fully Krishna conscious. You have attained that love of God. So there is no impurity at all. There is no impurity at all. So, but here, two types of prema. Mahatmya Jnana, mixed knowledge of Lord's majesty, and Kevala, unmixed, pure knowledge, Raghanuga sadhana. So let us see Kevala, Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjan. Actually, Rupa Goswami writes from Nishta stage onwards, there will be two pathways. One pathway is you will have reverential worship. That will lead you to Dwaraka. Vaidhi Bhakti only, from Nishta stage onwards, there will be two paths. One path is reverential. But another path is Raganuga. Raganuga means it's very spontaneous. There is no reverence. I mean, if you are in Sakyaras, you will deal on that level. If you are Mathuraras, you will deal on that level. If you are Vatsalaras, like Vraj Bhakti, Raganu Bhakti, Vraja Prem. But some people, they'll deal with Krishna with reverence. There is reverence. In that bhakti, they continue their worship of Krishna. Hare Krishna is like this. He has no beginning, no end, source of Vishnu Tattva. So their bhakti, there is reverence included. On reverence. That will lead to Dwarka. That lead to Mathura and Dwarka. The second one, Kevala, spontaneous Raga Bhakti. You are following one personality of Raj and you are going forward. That will lead to Vrindavan. You're all listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So in Vrindavan, it's pure. Actually, Padma Puran says, you can attain it by intense. This Chandrakanti from Padma Puran, to attain Krishna's love, she danced continuously. Continuously Chandrakanti danced. Somewhere I read, like Lord Chaitanya, Chandrakanti is an incarnate, descent incarnation of Radharani. This Chandrakanti. I came to know recently actually. Chandrakanti is actually, she's Radharani's incarnation, descended. So to attain the Krishna's love, Chandrakanti danced continuously, night after night, with a view to attaining Krishna Prema. Chandrakanti danced. So then I realized, there you don't know so many things, So we should give up that, what is that? Why I don't know that mentality? Because, you're like a frog in the well, many things you don't know, So Vaidhi sadhana from Nishta stage will lead where? Vaidhi sadhana. Vaidhi sadhana means what? On reverential worship with Vaidhi sadhana, it will lead you to
Dwarka.
Dwarka. And Raganu sadhana from Nishta stage, pure, and you don't care whether Krishna is the origin of everything. For you, Krishna he is my Krishna. Whichever 4 stages, Dasya Sakya Vatsalya Matare. In pure affection, you will deal, that will lead you to Vrindavan. If you want, actually what happened, one Sri Sampradaya. Sri Sampradaya means on reverence. It goes to Vrindavan. The Sri Sampradaya, Narayan. Very strict in Vrindavan. Nobody should come close. Nobody should come close, and strict sadhaka. But very interestingly, Krishna's grace fell on him. Krishna's grace fell on him. Krishna revealed. He's playing with card boys. He's eating he's eating their remnants. They're eating. Hey, what is this? My Lord Narayan. He's not like that. Yeah. But you should know Krishna's beauty. Krishna means attractive. He attracts. This person is attracted. I thought, Narayan, kya kabhi darshan diya hi nahi. So I'm always very far. But he's intimate. He wants to play with me. Changed, and then he started doing Madhukari. One day went to somebody's home. There the children, this Vrindavan, all the children are playing on the ground, are sitting on the floor. On the floor he saw Krishna and Balram, like children, they're sitting and eating with them. Then this Babaji said, can I get their remnants? The house lady, she was shocked. Always you're, nobody should come close to me, you're so strict. But ye bachon ka chota mang rahe aap. You're asking the children, what happened to you? Please. So a person can change at any time. A person can change at any time. The thing is, one should pursue intensely the sadhana. One should pursue intensely the sadhana. One time, one devotee, Anandarandan, he asked this question. When we hear about Gopi's love for Krishna, it is very frustrating because we can never, it's so that the eyes, the level is so high. As well, Sadhana Swami said, you can never attain the stage of Gopis. Why? Krishna's extraordinary mercy is there. Gopis, they are not, you don't see Gopis doing so much of austerity. So much tapasya you don't see. But their means their absorption in Krishna is by Krishna's glance. Krishna showed mercy on them. That's why they could, they could attain that level. Maharaj said we should never, that's why Anukaran and Anusaran. We should follow, we should not imitate. If you imitate, you'll follow next. So what we will do is, uh, can you all see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So where do we start? Tiny faith, little faith. Come to ISKCON, come to temple. Somebody give you a book, somebody give you a book, and then you start coming to temple, associated with devotees. They're attracted to only prasad, but they tell you they are initiated eventually. Anardhanivritti, you started, sadhana and impurities are undesirable elements are, going out. And steady, fixed, constant, and attentive sadhana. Steady, fixed, constant, and attentive sadhana, nishta. Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj asked one devotee who is very advanced in ISKCON, his guru. I don't know who it is. Maharaj, which stage you are in? So I don't know. I mean, that person didn't tell the name of the sannyasi. He said, I'm on Ruchi stage. Ruchi Rasakti means, he said he's very advanced sannyasi in ISKCON. So I don't know, of course, if you ask me, in every guru, majority of the gurus, they're very advanced. So he said, I think Asakti, he said, so once you become steady, means for you, bhakti is the priority. Let me tell you. That is Nishta. Bhakti is priority, making progress is important for you. Sadhana is important, service is important. Somehow or other, you want to make progress. That is Nishta stage. You don't want to consciously make any offenses. You want to protect your bhakti. That is a Nishta. You're listening? You're on Nishta now? Little. That's great. Haribo.
Haribo. People to understand what you're saying, you're not experiencing.
Steady, fixed. For me, to make progress is important. But one has to wait until sufficient anardhanivritti, and Nishta stage means you have to apply Trinadapisanichana. You develop a desire to apply Trinadapisanichana. Until that point comes, they are not a Nishta. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. Actually, Burijan Prabhu is mentioning this in the chanting book. And in Ruchi stage, na dhanam na janam na sundari. I don't want money. I don't want followers. I don't want, I want allurements of opposite sex. If you have attained it, it means you are in Ruchi stage. If you are Trinadavisanichana, you are on the stage of Nishta. Emotional addiction, fervent desire to please Krishna. That is success. Emotional addiction and a fervent desire to please Krishna. So you are addicted to serving Krishna. Even intense desire to please Krishna. So Ruchi itself, your sadhana is very strong. somebody, they chant around, they read, then they preach. How do I spread Krishna consciousness? So they have three things in their life: Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Only one, nothing else. That is Ruchi, sadhana, strong and genuine relation. Anything you do with the attachment. But the next level is, eating, like, boiling of the sugar cane juice. So you have emotional addiction. Actually, now somebody said, once you attain Ruchi, other stages are very fast. Once you attain the Ruchi, other stages are very fast. Actually, from Nishtha onwards, it goes very fast. Unless we commit offenses. If you commit offenses, wherever it is checked. That's why one has to be very careful. One has to be very careful. So if you want to prevent, if you want to prevent yourself from committing offenses, only one thing: don't be proud. If you a proud person criticizes others. A person who is proud criticizes others. If you criticize, you are ruining your life, actually. Sometimes, if your karma is not good, you'll come in, there's a person, so he'll criticize you. How can he say like this? And when you start criticizing, it's gone. I've seen with sannyasis. They are very careful with whom they deal with. Even if you're a performer, if you're a neophyte, they'll not deal with you. I've seen this. I'm impressed, actually. Why? In this one-to-one dealings, something may happen. They don't want to ruin their whatever they have attained just by dealing with you. So because their faith in Krishna is so high, Krishna will give. Why should I depend on a person? So one should make sure, we should make sure we have no pride in the heart. We don't want to criticize others. If somebody criticizes, we are okay. If actually what is that, when somebody is, when we are exposed to problems, Krishna is testing me, I'm okay with that. Haribol. The moment you get this thought, Krishna is testing whether I'm Trunada Visunicha or not, naturally your anger will go away. Because you consider that as a test. You don't consider that as an offense. Or how can he say this, or I did not do it. Means you're folding the sleeves. Chalo, I am also. But the moment, yes or no? But the moment Krishna comes in the picture, this is the greatness of Krishna. That's why Keshav, what's his name? Kashyap Muni told Diti, you do that sadhana. Because he wanted Diti to get rid of that anger towards Indra. So the moment Krishna comes in, Krishna is testing me through other person. Then immediately, I told you, I'm sorry, bro, forgive me. Because Krishna is coming in. If not, you will fold the sleeves and you are ready to fight. Then you will ruin your tapasya. Haribo. Like Vishwamitra Muni doing 1,000 years and man guy is coming and falling victim. I'm just giving an example. Right? We should not allow anyone to ruin our sadhana. Be careful with whom you associate. A person who is criticizing anybody should not stay in this association. Dangerous. Haridas Thakur said, when that Nawab came and asked for forgiveness, Haridas Thakur said, no, I have heard a lot of criticism on Krishna. That's why I paid this price. You don't have any role. Why you don't have any role? He's the one who persecuted Haridas Thakur. But he's telling, no, you don't have any problem. Because I heard a lot of aparad against God, against Krishna. Krishna used you to persecute me. Of course, they are all destroyed. Nectar of Devotion says, they're all, this is Haridas Thakur. But Haridas Thakur felt like that. Me, Bhagwaner Ninda Sunichi. I know I heard a lot of, offensive, I had a lot of, what is it? I heard lot of criticism against Krishna. That's why I paid this price. You don't have any role. So Haridas Thakur forgave him. But of course, Krishna did.
Even though he went and asked for forgiveness. So then Prabhuji, Aprad, but still he asked for forgiveness, then also Aprad will not do.
You are beating him to death and you'll ask, what type of person are you? You are beating him to death and not beating ordinary. Somebody says one word, you become upset and this beating, bro. Hare Krishna. You are beating him to death. And that too, what is the mistake he did? And all the perpetrators were destroyed, I read. No. It's not like, Krishna influenced me to kill or persecute. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. Yes or no? It's a willful, it's willingly you're targeting to kill him so that nobody would ever do this. And just because he rose from dead, he asking forgiveness, you want, okay, then Krishna will consider that also, But yes, they were destroyed. Destroyed means what? They lost it. Oh, tiny aparad. You have to pay a price. Or to speak of, person is brutally beaten to death. Hare Krishna. Sir, no. But Lord Chaitanya is Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda intervened. One is Krishna and another is Balram. Yeah, they were there on the ground. So that's the thing. Lord Chaitanya forgave because of the intervention of Nityananda Prabhu. Because Nityananda Prabhu wanted to use this, to what extent Lord Chaitanya's mercy go, to what extent Nityananda Prabhu would go. They were there on the ground. Lord Chaitanya also, when Jagai and Madai persecuted Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya became angry. But when Ramchandra Puri criticized Lord Chaitanya did not invoke Sudarshan Chakra. It tolerated. So Jagai Madai pastime is to reveal to what extent preacher can go so that they would get mercy. Nityananda Prabhu wanted to prove the world that power of to what extent Krishna's mercy can go. Lord Chaitanya Prabhu's mercy. That's how people hit. Because of Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya embraced them to call their sinful actions and gave him Krishna Prema. Every pastime has a moral. Has a goal. That is the goal of that pastime. But here, these are just perpetrators, envious, they are envious people, and actually the Kazi was envious of Haridas Thakur. Couldn't take, he could not take Haridas, could not take to hear the glories of Haridas. His fame was rising like anything in Muslims and Christian Hindus. Then he targeted. Now listen to purchased the Qazi's words. Anyway, they were all destroyed. So anyway, what is that? Emotional addiction. If we will continue this on this too, bhav and this is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So even what is that? From simple stage, Shraddha to Prema, one has to, sadhaka has to go through this, has to cross these levels, and stay there and protect the Bhakti Katha. Should not allow the elephant, mad elephant, to come and ruin that Bhakti Lata. A mad elephant is aparadha, should not commit aparadhas. We'll continue on this, I'm sorry for a little late, and we'll continue on this again. I did not also have time to look into this. I'm ending now. So today, any devotees locally present, come for today's, appreciation, volunteer appreciation program, today's program. We want to pray for all the devotees who are actually sick and unhealthy. 5 to 5:30 is chanting, and 5:30 to 6 is kirtan. I don't know what I said in the morning, but I'm repeating it.
Yes.
Something, right? 5 to 5:30 is chanting, and 5:30 to 6 is kirtan. And 6 o'clock onwards, appreciation, and we have some special gifts from Mayapur. And that is it. And prasad, of course. The program name is appreciation dinner.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And
But in the flyers and the distribution, it start from 6 p.m. Prabhuji.
I know we changed a little bit.
Okay.
Change it only in the morning, because otherwise, what happens? Everyone will come, and we should give importance to these devotees we also served in the past. We will also come into the same shoes in future. So we should appreciate them also. Honestly speaking, I also just recovered actually. I'm still taking medicine. So gratitude means we are grateful to devotees what they have done. What they have done and they are doing. It's very important. Not that present person is important. Definitely present is important, but for me, past is equally, for us, past is also equally important. They have done a lot of service. If things go well, they will do service again. We should pray intensely for them. So we will. I will tell Nandiniketan. I told in the morning. I announced it in the early morning, and whoever is not there, they may not know it. If you cannot come, that is okay. But whoever is there will.
Sure. Put the schedule in the group, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I want to, for example, what is that? So many people are, going through sickness and ill health, so let us come and pray for them, actually, It's not just, that is my feeling is, that is my appreciation to everyone, including them, actually. How many of you agree with this? So let us come and pray. Actually, one time I was praying, very interesting that day nobody came in the first minute. And so when I started, what is it? I started, first line is over. Except 1 or 2, nobody was there actually. I was a little down. I said, why nobody came? That is the mood of our community. Then Radharani was all smiles. You are doing this great. Then of course, in 2 minutes, practically, 20, 30 people came, so came. But the thing is, when we do this, it's very pleasing to Patpavan Gauri, Radharani, Gopijan Vallabha, and Prabhupada. So we should do that actually. Right? The devotees who can come, who are a little sick, they can also come. Why not? They are, they have done great, amazing service, and Krishna never forgets anything. And it's not that it's true for you, for me, for everyone. One time we cannot come to volunteer appreciation because we are down. It will happen to us or not? Yes. And somebody else will pray for us. That is the whole Krishna consciousness movement. We want to do sadhana so that one day one devotee will come and chant for me. I may not be in a position to chant. What do you say? So that is the idea. Kali, Kali is affecting the health of devotees actually. Thank you very much. I'll end it and we'll meet today evening. My obeisance, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat
Thank you,
pranam.
Prabhuji. Dandavat. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.